This is Eagle Owl, and today I want to talk about the Jonathan Gannon drama, apologizing to the Eagles, also showing Desai he continues to impress me, and also did Jalen Hurts diss Jerry Jones? But let's get straight into it. All right, so before we get straight into it, I know in my last video I said I was gonna get y'all a video early in the day, but the Eagles screwed me. What do I mean by that? I'm waiting. I'm like, okay, practice is over. Let's see what the injury report is, because if our injury report is bad, we're gonna, talk about it. So we get the injury report like around 5 o'clock. I gotta go get my kid from school now, and all that stuff unraveled. I had to put him to sleep before shooting the video. And I do all that just to find out the only thing on the injury report is that Josh Jobe is sick. He caught an illness, a cold or whatever. I heard he threw up or something in practice because it was so hot. But other than that, everybody's healthy. And I keep seeing this thing like the Patriots might upset the Eagles. And I think if they do, it'll be a huge upset because they dealing with injuries and we're going in fully healthy. If we lose to the Patriots, I have a lot of questions. A lot of questions. Even though it's week one, I will have a lot of questions, but I just don't see the upset everybody possibly see. Am I talking as a homer? Not really. I'm stepping back, looking back. Like, if the Eagles wasn't my team, they going in fully healthy with that dominant defensive line against Matt Jones versus a team that's not healthy. Juju might not play. Right tackle is out. The O line is a mess. What team you should go with? Like, I don't get it, because it's the Bill Belichick thing. So again, man, I've waited all that time just to find out nobody is hurt. So great thing, nobody's hurt. Bad thing is now the video comes out late. But all right, so let's get into some I seen earlier, the Jonathan Gannon drama. So when I first seen this, it was like a article that came out like Jonathan Gannon blamed himself for the Super Bowl loss. Like he took accountability. And this what I did when I first read that headline. As a man, I respect it. I respect that you taking accountability for what you did, and salute to you. Then I'm like, you know what? Gannon is petty. Let me look more into this. So I buy the subscription for $1 just to see on Athletic, see what he actually said. Like, me read it in full context. So this is what I grabbed, right? It said Gannon can two, starts with the two that stings the most, a pair of fourth down coverages, bust. So they talking about the Super Bowl that earns him a healthy amount of blame. So it was some coverage bust, the one to Kadarius Toney, and I think there was one to Juju. I can't really remember, but I remember that Kadarius Toney one because they motioned, and then I think Slay and Avante Maddox looked confused, and so it was definitely a coverage bust, and it was just a walk-in touchdown. So he said basically, yeah, because of the coverage bust, I'm the reason we lost the Super Bowl. So he's mimicking the criticism. So he's saying it's not really the play that was called. It was more of a, coverage bust. It was somewhat the player's fault why that play didn't work. And then he went into details and said, we've been stopping that play all year. False. Work. So again, man, dude, don't take accountability because it was a lot more. You couldn't get a simple stop. When you seen the pass rush simply was not working because of the field. He never adjusts. He never adjusts. Then you got Patrick Mahomes calling out his plays. Again, is Gannon to solely blame for the Super Bowl loss? No, it's not the solely blame, but 70%, absolutely. It's funny how Jalen Hurts took accountability for what he did. Nick Sirianni took accountability for not going for it on fourth. Quez Watkins, even after the game, said, like, you know what, I regress. And everybody is taking accountability except this dude. The defense was good all year. Just be like, yo, I played the part in the loss. The defense, I could have called a better game. and we respect it. But this dude is so uptight and so I need to be right. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All you had to say is like, look, did some things, it just didn't work, and we will respect it and move on. Now we got to talk about this more and more because, man, Jonathan Gannon, man, this dude. I'm sorry, I don't believe in reports that the Eagles tried to sign him back. It's no way the Eagles tried to sign him back. But let's get into other news, man, because I'm pressing the wrong things. I disappeared. I'm getting pissed off. All right, so now I'm losing my mind. Jalen Hurts, did he diss Jerry Jones, man? Did he diss Jerry Jones? So the reporter asked Jalen Hurts about, the Patriots coming out saying like they would have picked him if he fell in the right place. But let me go ahead and play this clip.
Report after the draft that if the Eagles hadn't taken you, the Patriots would have. Did you ever know of that? And do you think that maybe that has something to do with Bill's high praise of you?
Seems like there are a lot of people that would have taken me if I was there.
All right, so you see what Jalen Hurts had to say, like, oh, now all these teams would have picked me. And I know that was a shot at the Cowboys. I know that was a shot at the Cowboys because before Bill Belichick said what he said about if Jalen Hurts fell, they probably would have took him. Jerry Jones said a couple weeks ago that, we would have took Jalen Hurts because they was talking about the Trey Lance trade. Like if he fell like in the fourth or something, they would have took him. But he like, man, everybody's saying that. And we know Jerry Jones said that recently. So yes, I believe he's dissing Jerry Jones a bit, sticking it to them. But Jalen Hurts is upstanding citizen. He's not going to say, yeah, Cowboys, no, it never happened, or this team, no, it never happened. He's going to keep it classy. That's what Jalen Hurts do. But I'm the guy. I'm the God's darkest angel. I'm going to keep it real. Jalen Hurts was dissing the Cowboys. He was dissing the Cowboys. Yes, and I love that my quarterback was doing that. And yeah, stick it to them. Make teams regret. Because before all these other teams coming out saying, yeah, we would have got Jalen Hurts. Remember, teams did that with Jason Kelsey. Now they doing that with Jalen Hurts. I remember Steelers fans was like, yo, man, I wish we would have picked Jalen Hurts over Claypool. Now all these teams would have picked him. Shoot, Jalen Hurts called out the Eagles like, look, some of these dudes, they didn't want me here. But as time went on, they're like, you know what? He's all right. He's all right. So, again, shout out to Jalen Hurts being the odds. Now he got all these people riding him, saying we would have picked them here. We would have picked them. These dudes just be talking, bro. These dudes just be talking. All right. So, and lastly, let's talk about this dude, man. This Sean Desai dude continues to impress me, man. He continues to impress me. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip.
Sidney Brown fit into that of someone who seems at least more of like the instinctual, downhill firing type of safety, and how does that fit into your overall philosophy?
Yeah, I don't think that philosophy is necessarily per player. Like that philosophy of eliminating explosives matches, like you said, the organizational philosophy because it's important. You don't want to give up a chunk real estate of yards, and it doesn't really match. Like you can't just apply that to one player. It's a scheme thing that we got to be able to make sure our defensive structure doesn't give up big plays. We're not in the business of giving up free yards. We want people to earn things on us and make them work to earn things, and that's kind of the business that we're going to be in, and we're not going to deter from that. And our guys know that. That whatever we do give up, every inch that we give up on that field, they better earn.
What kind of trouble?
All right, so you heard what he said. When a team earns a yard against the Eagles, they earn that yard. He's not giving up yards. One thing I hated about Jonathan Gannon, he tried to run that bend don't break BS. Remember a game we was playing like the Chargers, and the Chargers needed like a 3rd and 4, but then he'd have the corners like 6 yards back. I'm like, yo, you're literally giving them the first down. And I didn't like that. So by this tells me that Sean Desai might be a little bit more aggressive. Actually, a lot more aggressive. I'm sorry, you have to be. You got two of the top tier corners on the outside. Then you got a great nickel corner in the inside. Then you got the best defensive line in the game. You gotta be aggressive. You gotta trust your guys that they can win their one-on-one matchups. And also, you got to trust your linebackers, and Zach Cunningham and Nakobe Dean can make the tackles. Simple as that. Why play these dudes back? Like, sure, do you want to give up explosive plays? Absolutely not. But I would take my chances of playing up, not giving up any yards with Slate and Bradbury. Now, if you got, remember back then, Michael Jaquette or something on the outside, sure, you want to play them back. But you got, again, 3 top tier cornerbacks. You gotta be aggressive with these type of dudes, man. You gotta trust Slade is gonna win his battles, Bradbury is gonna win his battles, and Avonte Maddox is gonna win his battle. Don't give up none. I want this defense to be suffocating. We didn't have a good defense in so long. Please, Sean Desai, bring that to life. I really, really hope he do that. But hey man, what do you think and how do you feel about the news tonight? Tonight, yes. How do you feel about what Jalen Hurts had to say? Sean Desai, the Jonathan Gannon drama, and tomorrow I will have one out in the morning. I actually might shoot it tonight to have it out. I'll probably shoot it. I'll probably have it out 7:30 in the morning. Give y'all 7:30, 8 o'clock ish one, and we're gonna talk about a couple things, man. Just a couple things I didn't go over purposely, but this is Eagle Al. I'm a